Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be doing the next chapter in the Transcendentals and Their Function in the Metaphysics of Duns Scotus by Alan B. Wolter. This chapter is called Transcendental Being. First, we're going to have the primacy of being in knowledge. So this is going to be about how being is the first transcendental. And the way Wolter discusses this is through its primacy in the order of our knowledge. So it's the first by way of an origin. You have confused knowledge of things that's opposed to like strict definitions. So like when you first see a plant, you don't have a definition of the plant, you just have like this general idea of the plant that you've never seen before, and you don't know what it is and you don't know how to define it. That's called confused knowledge. But regardless of what the plant is, you know that it has being. It exists. It's right there. Before you know what you were sensing, you know that you were sensing something. Next, there's the concept of being. The concept of being is a simple concept. It can't be broken down into two more simple concepts. It can't be analyzed into something more basic. It can't be defined. It can't be explained. It is also a quantitative concept. That is to say, it is a what. Everything that is, its whatness is being. But that's very important. It cannot be defined or broken down into two or more simpler concepts. Okay, next we have the adequate object of the intellect. Aquinas thought the adequate object of the intellect was material quiddities, that's like physical things. Many of the Augustinians thought that the adequate object of the intellect was God, and Scotus is going to say that it's being itself. So, first, what is the adequate object of the intellect? Well, the adequate object of the intellect is something that is formally and virtually coextensive with the things known. This is going to mean that everything that is known is either being, or being is virtually contained within it. The primacy of commonness is one of the two kinds of primacies that Scotus is going to attribute to being. Everything that we know is being. It has being. Every higher level concept that is not simple, that is not a simple concept that can be broken down into two or more, all of those are going to contain being somewhere along the line. Next, we have some important terms. First is in quid predication. This is a what, not a how. Being is the transcendental what. Everything that is, its whatness is being, not how. The howness is going to be the ultimate difference in a minute. Next, we have simplicit or simplex, or irreducibly simple concepts. These are just concepts like being, which cannot be broken down into two or more simple concepts. Then we've got ultimate difference. So being is the ultimate what. The ultimate difference is the ultimate how. So being is determinable, and the ultimate difference is determining. The ultimate difference tells you what kind of being this is, whereas the being is just the fact that it's being. We have an example here, finite, infinite. Everything that is either finite or infinite, but it's also being. So finite and infinite are ultimate differences here that are predicated of being. And this next point is very important. Wolter doesn't stress this, but this is, and a lot of other Scotus scholarship that I've come across, is primary diversity. Ultimate differences are primarily diverse. There's nothing about them, internally at least, which is similar. Primary diversity means that they're totally equivocal. There's two totally different ideas. And being, like in actual existence, being is going to be common to both of them. But everything other than being about the ultimate difference is primarily diverse, totally equivocal, two totally different things, nothing similar at all. If you want a longer discussion of this, you should read The Singular Voice of Being by Andrew Lazella. That book is very, very good. Next, we have the properties or proper attributes of being. So properties are something which are, proper to a being. So if you think of a human could be 6 foot tall or it could be 5 foot tall. Those are accidents, like which one of those it is, but it's a property of humans to have 2 legs. Humans, not necessarily, but naturally have 2 legs, whereas being has things like infinite finite, goodness, truth, oneness. These are all proper attributes of being. If you watched my videos on the 5 predicables, that will be useful here. Then finally, we have the virtual primacy. Everything that is contains being, well, virtually. That is to say that when you understand a concept, you implicitly are going to understand being as a component of the concept, because nothing can exist apart from being. And that's going to be all for this video.